Hello, this is Thomas R. Dickens, the writer, director, producer, and post-producer for Aliens Zone X. I'd like to talk with you a little bit about the post-production. And I want to talk with you about some of the special visual effects and creatures in Aliens Zone X. So why don't we start right in. This is a model of the Cyborg Spider that is in Aliens Zone X. And this is the actual 3D model that is actually used in the film. And this is the actual 3D rig. We're moving the camera around the model, the virtual camera, and grabbing parts of the tail to show how that can be animated and moved. Another smaller part of the tail. Different parts can be selected and animated. Now one of the rear legs, grab the control point and be able to move it from that. And all different parts can be selected. This is one of the mandibles of the spider, and it's being controlled by joints. The other mandibles can be rotated. They can be grabbed individually. This bone rotates one of the legs. It pitches the leg to angle the entire leg at a certain angle. And this is the entire body movement. There is inverse kinematics on the rig so that the feet stay on the ground when the body is moved. There is forward kinematics being used for the mandibles and other smaller parts, and then the inverse kinematics used to manipulate the different feet of the creature. There's a top view that shows how we can take a look at different views of the creature, zooming in and out, able to move the creature around. And it was a great fun animating this particular creature. And I had different rigs for different scenes. Sometimes the tail was also inverse kinematics. This is a wireframe view showing the subdivided wireframe of the model with the joints manipulating the model. The inverse kinematics showing the deformations of the skin of the model. And different types of views to view it at. This is the full wireframe, front and back, not just the front. And a solid shaded view, adding a light to be able to see the shaded areas more, and a textured view, which he was pretty much black. We still have that bright light on there, which allows the shaded part. Again, selection of the inverse kinematics, moving different parts around, and that background plane there is just a temp plane that's just put to sort of get a feeling for the shot. Here I'm moving the light around to show how the light can be rotated and moved. Of course, this is just a OpenGL view. This is not a render, so this is just an OpenGL view inside the computer, allowing the manipulation of the model, and after all the animation is done, is animated, and it is then rendered. Here's a VPR render. It shows a lot closer to how it's going to look when it's in a final render, but this is not a final render, and it's still a 3D view of the model. The computer has to update the pixels on the model when using VPR mode, but it gives a pretty realistic view of how the model is going to look in the shot before actually doing a real render. And it's a lot of fun. The new features in the software program, the 3D creature effects, which I used in the film, with more CGI creature effects than any independent film ever made, was in Aliens Zone X. Hope you enjoy this.